Malcolm was 8 for 9 from the line. The rest of the team, 11 for 25. Is it reassuring for you to see him up there when things get a little disjointed at the end like they did tonight?
Yeah, no, I think if you look at his stat line, again, we talked about it, 3 more assists, you get a triple-double going there, which was impressive. But, yeah, we needed him. We left so many points at the line, and that was discouraging because we played well in stretches. And then our defense, it was hard. They spread you out the way it's, was being called. It was hard to guard, and they prolonged the game, and BC did a good job. Coach did a good job. Those guys keep fighting, and they're dangerous because they're so spread out. And they got it to, I think, was it 6 or 7? And we had to step up and make them. And it shouldn't have gotten to that place if we would have taken care of business, but it did. And we kind of managed to get the right guys at the line, or guy.
Tony, you mentioned the officiating and the fouls. How big a part did that play?
Yeah, no,
they're being able to come back.
When I say that, I'm not pointing out. I mean, that's some games you see the rules emphasis really being emphasized, and again, the way BC spreads you out and plays 4 guards and comes at you, it was it was hard, and perhaps our guys were putting their hands on. I have to look at that and see. It was hard. One of the replays I didn't think, but it got us in foul trouble. But I want to make a positive comment about that. That's where the depth. When I look at points from the bench, 39 points from the bench. Darion and Evan have not been getting much time, and then they got in there and they gave us some quality minutes, and that was important, and I was thankful for that. Justin gave us a great lift. I mean, he's in that rotation playing a lot, but our bench was important, and that's where foul trouble, when games are called certain ways or guys get in trouble, balance and depth becomes significant, and that showed, I think, in this game when we needed it. Anthony, too.
This is back-to-back games Joe has gotten in foul trouble. Is that surprising that he doesn't have a history of that?
No, yeah, he did. Just as I always look at it this way. I always tell guys, okay, there might be one foul that you get that you deserve, 1 or 2. There might be one that's a gray area. It's just a quick action happens. What you've got to take out of the equation is the boneheaded ones. And I don't know. I don't know if he had any. I'll go back and watch, but he, sometimes you're just a victim of quick decisions and things happen. And again, I did think he put his hands on. There's one time where we know they're going to call it. 2 hands on, it's automatic. And he was a little off balance when the guy put it on the floor, and that got him in trouble. And, he kind of paid the price for that. But I think you have to take out of the equation the silly fouls where it's just, I lost my head. I dug in there. I remember I think it was his 3rd one at Pitt when he had 2 fouls and he reached in there and he tried to trap. But we were going down on the post and he really fouled and it cost him. That was a breakdown as far as on his part, and that cost him. So trying to clean up those and know there's going to be 1 or 2 of those fouls that you just can't control. But we need him out there, and that was unfortunate. I guess the good thing is he and Akil got some time, to rest a little bit and freshen up.
Tony, you mentioned they hit a lot of threes there at the end, but did you feel like you guys relaxed, and did that bother you?
Yeah, a little bit. I thought we defended them pretty well early because, again, they shoot 46% of their shots are threes, and you always have to be ready because they spread you with 4 guards. They run a ball screen, and they usually slip the ball screen and roll down the lane with a quality player in Anderson. So you've got to be able to help with a guard on the roll and get to those shooters quick, and we were pretty sharp at it the majority of the game. But then at the end, when they just started dribble handoff, a couple times Justin's hands were a little relaxed. Hanlon hit 1 or 2 on him. They started doing some of the fast stuff. We labored a little bit, and that was discouraging because in the timeouts we were saying finish strong defensively. A couple more stops and you'll be in a good spot, and we could not do that.
You mentioned Evans getting some quality minutes there tonight. He had the nice block. He did some nice things. And I guess, is it tougher for a guy, a shooter such as Evan, to, be able to come in and find his rhythm when he's not getting the consistent playing time?
Probably so. I mean, I think when you're not playing in a normal routine, you come in and it's hard to find it. But, again, he struggled at the free throw line, which was a little uncharacteristic there. But I don't want these guys when they come in, especially a guy like Evan, to think, well, I got to make shots to stay in and define his role that way. Whatever minutes he gets, be as sound as possible. Don't turn it over. He had a turnover and he's, my bad, but he did some positive things like take the shots that are there in rhythm, play sound defense, take care of the ball, And, you know, eventually you're a good shooter. You're going to knock some down. And so that's what I'm looking for from him. Back to your question, is it hard? If you're not playing consistent minutes, probably not going to shoot as consistent as you would. I know in college I shot better than I did in the pros because I played a lot more. You know, I knew I was going to get my shots. You're confident, all those things. And, yeah, that puts you in it. But that's, you know, not everybody can play those minutes, and that's the role you have to adjust to. And I think he's hopefully getting a feel because he did hit a big three for us.
Tony, Joe has always gotten a lot of attention offensively. Now Malcolm's doing some things that's going to get him probably more attention offensively. Will that open stuff up for other people, or does that?
Yeah. Well, I think it opens stuff up maybe more for Joe, for Malcolm, and again, you know, then you got London getting in there, and Justin, you saw just that's where the balance really helps when you can have, you know, if it's Anthony or Mike inside, or, you know, even Akil, those guys, if there's an inside-outside attack and you can't lay off of or key in on only one perimeter guy, it makes your offense run smoother. And again, the way BC played us, we played 4 guards for a stretch, and that was nice because we haven't done that for a while, and I thought the guys finished the half in the right way. But I think BC, they sort of mix up zone man. It's sort of a softer man, so you have to be willing to, you know, not get seduced into taking a quick shot. And again, our guys did that for the majority of the time, and there's balance out there. And it's, you know, you just key on one guy, other guys are going to get their looks.
You had a decided advantage on the boards. Did you think going in that BC was vulnerable there?
Yeah, I mean, I thought if we could get it inside, you know, sometimes they play zone, we'd have that. But for sure, get on the glass, offense rebounds, because they're going to play 4 guards. And, you know, they space the floor so well, so they're not on the offensive glass as much. That's part of their design. But some of the, you know, let me look at our second chance points. We had 18 second chance points and 44 in the paint. And I think that is a key stat, as well as the bench scoring.